Hey blues fans, so glad you made it. Welcome to the next episode of This Week in the Blues. It's our weekly look at blues history. I'm your host, Jimbo Big Train Madsen, with the blues band Big Train and the Loco motives. Their motives are Loco, and that's how they got their name. Anyway, let's take a look and see what happened this week in blues history.
Blues guitar player Little Milton was born September 7th, 1934. He may not be a household name, but diehard blues fans know Little Milton as a superb all-around electric bluesman, a soulful singer with an evocative guitar style, an accomplished songwriter, and a skillful bandleader. He's often compared to B.B. King, as well as Bobby Blue Bland, for the way his signature style combines soul, blues, and R&B, a mixture that helped make him one of the biggest-selling bluesmen of the 60s, even if he's not as well remembered as King. Harmonica Fats was born September 8th in 1927. His career spanned 5 decades, from the 1950s to the 1990s. He first achieved success with his cover version of the Hank Ballard song, Tore Up. He is also remembered for his collaboration with blues guitar player Bernie Pearl, a partnership that resulted in 4 albums. Guitar Shorty was born September 8th in 1939. He's well known for his explosive guitar style and wild stage antics. Credited with influencing both Jimi Hendrix and Buddy Guy, Guitar Shorty had been a recording and touring from the 50s up to his death until 2022. He learned to play the guitar at the age of 16 and received his nickname, Guitar Shorty, when it mysteriously showed up on a marquee of the club he was playing at as the Walter Johnson Band featuring Guitar Shorty. That's one way to get a blues name. September 9th in 1906 marks the birthday of blues piano player Herschel Thomas. He recorded a number of sides for OK Records in 1925 and 1926. He was one of several musicians in his family, including his sister, the blues singer Sippy Wallace. Although he died at a young age, Thomas was nonetheless an influence on the Chicago Boogie Woogie School of Piano Players. Albert Ammons and Meade Lux Lewis both cited him as an influence and called the Thomas track the Fives, an essential boogie woogie piano number. R&B pioneer Roy Brown was born September 10th in 1920. You need to put Brown's name near the top of the list of R&B pioneers who exerted a primary influence on the development of rock and roll. His 1947 recording of Good Rockin' Tonight was covered by Elvis Presley, Ricky Nelson, Jerry Lee Lewis, and many more, even Pat Boone. In addition, Brown's soulful, pleading, gospel-steeped delivery impacted the vocal styles of B.B. King, Bobby Blue Bland, and Little Richard, among many others. September 11th in 1914 marks the day that St. Louis Blues was published. It was composed by W.C. Handy and was one of the first blues songs to succeed as a pop song. The 1925 version, sung by Bessie Smith with Louis Armstrong on cornet, was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1993. Delta bluesman Robert Wolfman Belfour was born September 11th, 1940. He was born in Red Banks, Mississippi, and his father taught him to play guitar. He continued his tutelage in the blues from musicians Otha Turner, R.L. Burnside, and Junior Kimbrough. His music was rooted in Mississippi Hill country traditions, in contrast to Delta blues. His playing was characterized by a percussive attack and alternate tunings. Barbecue Bob was born September 11th in 1902. Born Robert Hicks to a family of sharecroppers in Walnut Grove, Georgia, his nickname was derived from his working as a cook at a barbecue restaurant. This is one of the 2 existing photographs of him. Now, Hicks is widely credited as being the singer who more than any other helped to popularize Atlanta blues in its formative period. Alger Texas Alexander was born September 12th back in 1900 in Jewett, Texas. Some claim he was a cousin of Lightnin' Hopkins and the uncle of Texas Hill Country blues guitarist Frankie Lee Sims. A short man with a big, deep voice, Alexander started his career performing on the streets and at parties and picnics in the Brazos River bottomlands. He sang the blues in a voice that sounds and feels today like that of Leadbelly, Washboard Sam, Henry Thomas, or Blind Lemon Jefferson, with whom he sang during the early 1920s. Texas blues piano player Black Boy Shine was born September 12th in 1908. He was part of the Santa Fe Group. It was a loose ensemble of black blues piano players who played at the many juke joints abutting the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad in the 1920s and 1930s. Blues master Charles Brown was born September 13th in 1922. Brown had several top 10 hits in the U.S. Billboard R&B chart between 1949 and 1952. His incredible piano skills and laid-back vocal delivery remained every bit as mesmerizing at the end of his life as they were back in 1945, when his groundbreaking waxing of Drifting Blues with guitar player Johnny Moore's Three Blazers invented an entirely new blues genre for a post-war audience. The blues standard Stormy Monday was first recorded on September 13, 1947. It was written and recorded by the blues electric guitar player T-Bone Walker and features his smooth, plaintive vocal and distinctive guitar work. As well as becoming a record chart hit in 1948, it inspired B.B. King and others to take up the electric guitar. Stormy Monday became Walker's best-known and most recorded song, being covered in 1961 by Bobby Blue Bland, in 1971 by the Allman Brothers, and hundreds of others. Well, blues fans, we just covered some of the highlights here. Now, if you want to know more about these artists or other things that happened this week in the blues, be sure to follow our social media pages or just go out and visit our website at bigtrainblues.com. Now, we'll have a brand new episode next week, and we'll talk about B.B. King and Chicago blues harp player Snooky Pryor. It's going to be a great show, so we'll see you then.